You will know everything about yourself. But that to happen, you don't have to do any acrobatic thing. It's just very simple. Wherever you are sitting, it will work. But first tell your mind to stop a little bit thinking. Because this mind has been reacting all the time. Reacting to this, reacting to that, with the result that Kundalini doesn't rise. But when she rises, she is wonderful. Your thought rise like that and fall down. Again, thoughts come up and fall down. They come from the future or from the past. Present you cannot be. You cannot be in the present. But when Kundalini rises, she elongates these thoughts and there's a space created. It's called as pause, you can call it. In Sanskrit called as vilamba. So your mind stands at that place where you have thoughtless awareness. It's told by, also Jung has talked about it, that you get into thoughtless awareness. Patanjali has talked about it. But talking about it is not sufficient, as I told you, it has to happen. So first thing that happens to you, you become thoughtlessly aware. There's no thought, no reaction. When the Kundalini rises through these 6 centers, which are responsible for your physical, mental and emotional being, she nourishes them. She nourishes them with light. And then she integrates them. And when she reaches this spot, she opens up this fontanelle bone area. This is the last breakthrough of your evolution. Whatever I'm saying, we can prove it also. It's not just talking. But these Kundalini's awakening, which takes place, it actually makes your hands speak. You start feeling the cool breeze coming out of your fingers and through your hand and here also. You feel the cool breeze, actually. And then, if you know what do these mean, 5, 6 and 7 center. In the same way, 5, 6 and 7 center. These 7 centers are on the sympathetic nervous system. But when the sympathetic and centers, 2 of them, they mix, the central system is formed of parasympathetic. And in the light of the spirit, your attention becomes purified. Not only that, but you know what is good for you and what is destructive for you. You give up all nonsense in no time. Of course, Sahaja Yoga has cured many people with all kinds of addictions, all kinds of problems. It's a fact. But that is, this Kundalini has done it, which is your own, which has enlightened your own chakras, your own centers, and has brought forth this result.
Thank you everyone for that. So as Srimataji mentioned, you will definitely feel that motherly energy within you moving towards. So repeating it again, apology for that. If this is your 3rd class, please let us know. Either raise your hand or probably put it in the chat window. We will move you to the breakout room where you will learn more about Sahaja Yoga meditation. If you haven't shared your email address and location, please do share it in the chat box. This will help us to get connected to you, and we are here to help you all in this journey. Repeating again, teacher for today is Janvi from Sydney. She'll lead the program and she'll walk us through the 9-step realization technique to awaken the motherly energy within us. Over to you, Janvi.
Hello, everyone. Is my audio coming through all right, Rebecca?
Yep. It's all
Great.
good. Yeah.
Fantastic. Hi, everyone. I'm coming to you from Sydney, Australia. It's summer here, so it's quite warm. I am an arts administrator by profession, and I've been practicing this meditation for over 12 years of my life. And I'm very excited to share this meditation with you, just based on the benefits it has given me. So to start us off, I'd like to just explain a little bit about how this all started. The founder of this meditation is Srimataji Nirmala Devi, the lady that we saw in the video. She's an Indian lady and a nominee of the Nobel Peace Prize and several other awards and recognitions for her work. She, in 1970, she founded this technique called Saja Yoga meditation. And through this technique, she wanted to be able to give people the awareness of this energy that's within them, this power that we all have within us, which is the Kundalini. She wanted us to be able to realize the potential that this power has to bring us peace and calmness and be able to enhance the positive properties of our personality. So the technique that she founded is a very simple style of meditation, Saja Yoga meditation. In this context, yoga means union. So we might know yoga as the physical exercise that we do these days. But yoga, actually, the Sanskrit word yoga means union. It's similar to the Greek word that means to yoke, to join together. So it's the union of this energy, this Kundalini energy within us, with the all-pervading, the nature or the living power that exists, whatever name you would like to give to it. So what we do, what you'll see today is that we take you through a 9-step meditation, which helps us to take our attention inside and connect with this energy. And at the very basic level, you should feel some kind of relaxation, a bit of some kind of joy, or that your thoughts have subsided and calmed down. If you're if you're more sensitive to this style of meditation, you will probably feel a coolness or some kind of tingling or sensation on your hands and on the top of your head, but we'll get to that later. I will explain a little bit of theory and then we'll jump right into the practice. You don't have to hear me talking so much. Basically, within us is a thing called the subtle system. We know the digestive system, the nervous system, skeletal system, and similarly, there is the subtle system, which overlays our central nervous system. In this subtle system, we have 3 channels and 7 chakras or energy centers. So the channels you can see on the chart on your screen. The first channel is the blue channel on our left-hand side. Colloquially, we call this the left channel, or in Sanskrit, it's called the Ida Nadi. The property of this channel is that of our past. It reflects our past and our emotions and our desires. For somebody that might be a little bit off balance to the left side, might be someone that's a little bit emotional, gets upset quite easily, might cling on to things that have happened in the past, and isn't able to sort of make their way past these emotions. Then the second channel we have is the yellow one on the right side. This is called the right channel or the Pingala Nadi, and this looks after our future, our ability to think and plan, and our actions. So somebody who's kind of off balance to the right might be, somebody that's moving 100 miles an hour, doesn't have time to stop and chat, is constantly thinking and planning, has a 15-year plan, and all the rest. So the aim of the game is to be able to realize when we are out of balance, and through Saja Yoga meditation, through the techniques that you learn over time, to understand how to bring yourself into balance so that you're not caught in these emotions and you can rise above them into the state of peace. As Srimataji said, all our thoughts in our head are either, about the past or about the future. We're thinking about what somebody did to us or what we should have said or what might happen in the future, or planning for the next day. So when we're in the present, we're not in thought. We are completely one with the reality that's happening around us. In addition to this, very briefly, there are 7 centers or chakras. You can see them as flowers on the screen. Each chakra represents qualities of our personality and also govern specific organs in our body. So for example, the yellow chakra, number 2, this is the Swadhisthana chakra. On a characteristic level, it gives us the ability to be creative, the ability to think creatively, and to have really good attention, like to have attention to detail and aesthetic and all that kind of thing. On a gross level, it looks after our spleen, it looks after our the organ, the intestines, and it also looks after the gray matter in our brain. So today we're going to focus mostly on our Kundalini energy, which you can see in the triangular bone. This is a feminine energy, a motherly energy that separates us from a non-living being. So it's in every plant, every animal, every human being, and it makes us living. It's our energy, basically. So through the meditation today, we will tap into this energy and ask Mother Kundalini, we refer to her as Mother, to rise beyond our brain, beyond our thoughts, and bring us into this state of thoughtless awareness, which is where you have no thoughts, but you're aware. You're not in a trance. You're not, hypnotized. You're aware of things happening around you, but you're just not constantly reacting to everything. Thank you. Can we move on to the next slide? Fantastic. So here's the exciting part. We're going to dive right into the experience. Throughout this meditation today, we're going to be keeping our left hand on our lap. So if you are sitting on the ground, please sit comfortably. If you're sitting on a chair, if you could just put your feet flat on the ground. If you're wearing glasses, you can probably take them off at this point, because I will ask you to close your eyes, and we will do it all with our eyes closed. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our left hand, rest it palm facing upwards on our lap, as shown in the picture. With our right hand, we're going to trace certain parts of our body on the left-hand side, and at each point, we're going to say an affirmation to reconnect with different aspects of this energy within us. So we're going to start off, I'll just show it to you very quickly, and then we'll do it with our eyes closed, with the affirmations, with more focus. So we'll start off with our right hand on our heart on the left-hand side. Then we're going to move our right hand just below our rib cage, just below the abdomen. Then we're going to move it further down to where the hip meets the body, on the torso there, just where the hip meets the body. And then we'll retrace our steps back to below the rib cage, back to the left side on our heart. Then we're going to take our hand and put it in the crook of our neck, where the neck meets the shoulder. We can turn our head to the right so you can grab this part of your body quite firmly. Then we're going to put our hand across our forehead, tilt our forehead forward so it's resting in our hand, and press against our forehead quite firmly. Then we're going to take our hand and put it on the back of our head, tilt our head backwards so our head is falling into our hand again. And finally, and most importantly, we'll stretch our hand, stretch our fingers backwards and put the palm of the hand on the top of our head, on this place which was soft when you were a child. We're going to press down very firmly and rotate the skin of our head, our scalp, clockwise. Great, it's as simple as that, but now we're going to do it with our attention. So again, please choose a comfortable position. If at any point you need to move, that's totally fine. You just need to be comfortable and relaxed. If you could take your shoes off or put your feet flat on the ground, that'd be great too. take off your glasses, and we'll start with putting both our hands on our lap at this point, palms facing upwards. And when you're ready, you can just let your eyes close. So we'll start off with just a few long, deep breaths. Breathing in, holding our breath, and breathing out. And hold. Again, we breathe in and hold, breathe out and hold. Now, the last time we take our breath in, we'll take our attention to our heart and see if we can feel our lungs expand with air. Breathe in and hold. Breathe out. Excellent. Now we'll leave our left hand on our lap and we'll take our right hand to the heart on the left side. This is the point where our spirit resides. So our spirit is that part of our nature that has nothing to do with our physical body or our attitude and our emotions. It's literally just our self. So you might recognize sometimes you feel like, oh, I don't feel like myself today. Basically, that means there's something disturbing this part of your personality. So here we're going to ask a question to our Kundalini, who we call Mother. So within our heart, quietly, we'll ask ourselves 3 times, Mother, am I the pure spirit? Mother, am I the pure spirit? Mother, am I the pure spirit? When we are the pure spirit, we know ourselves really well and we're able to know what's right and wrong for ourselves. So we become our own master. So now we're going to take our hand just below the ribs on the left side, press it firmly. And here we ask ourselves another question 3 times. Mother, am I my own master? Mother, am I my own teacher? Am I my own guru? Now we're going to take our hand to the lower part of our abdomen where the hip meets the body. And again, we press our hand into our body firmly. And here we're going to ask with full humility and with full faith that we want to know who we are and what's best for us. Here we'll ask, Mother, please give me the pure knowledge. Please give me the knowledge of myself. We only want to know what's good for us. We don't want any knowledge that'll harm us. Mother, please give me the pure knowledge. Take our hand back to the upper part of our abdomen, pressing firmly again. And here with complete faith in ourselves, complete faith in this energy, we're going to say, Mother, I am my own master. I am my own teacher. We can repeat this to ourselves a few times. Mother, I am my own master. Now we'll take our hand back to our heart on the left side. And here again with complete faith. You're here for something special. So here you have to say with complete confidence, Mother, I am the pure spirit. I'm not this body. I'm not these emotions. I'm not these thoughts or worries or problems. I am the pure spirit. We'll take our right hand to the crook of our neck on the left, our head to the right to hold this part of our neck firmly. Here we're going to let go of another thing that gives us lots of thoughts, and that is guilt. It's the guilt that we may have done something wrong or said something wrong or could have done it differently or whatever. So here we have to let go of the guilt because the past is the past and we have to learn from it and move on. So here we say with complete confidence, I'm not thinking about any particular moment. Mother, I am not guilty. I am not guilty. Mother, I am not guilty at all. Mother, I am not guilty at all. We all may have experienced these thoughts that we get quite regularly about grudges we hold against other people or things we expect and the disappointments we feel for other people. But in reality, that is just more thought and doesn't help the situation. So again, we have to let go of all of that kind of stuff. So now we put our hand on our forehead and we tilt our head forward so the head is falling into our hand and apply some pressure on our forehead. And here we say to ourselves, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Mother, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Now we take our hand to the back of our head where the head meets the neck, just in that crook there, and we can tilt our head backwards so we can fall into our hand. And here we're going to say, Mother, if I have done anything against my spirit, if I've done anything wrong, please forgive me. Now we're going to stretch our hand and place the palm on the top of our head. Stretch our fingers back towards the sky. Apply some pressure on your scalp and rotate the scalp, the skin of your head, clockwise a few times. And as we do this, we have to ask, Mother, please give me my self-realization. Please help me feel the peace within me. Please help me experience thoughtless awareness. Mother, please give me my self-realization. We can bring our right hand back and just leave our attention there, leave our eyes closed, leave our attention at the top of our head. And at this point, just take note of how you're feeling inside. Do you feel hyped? Do you feel relaxed? Have your thoughts calmed down? Do you feel peace? Try to maintain your attention at the top of your head. If you have any thoughts, just say, I forgive these thoughts. I forgive, and let them pass. You can watch your thoughts like a train passing by. You don't have to jump aboard. You don't have to get involved. Now take your right hand back to the top of your head. Press down gently once and lift your hand a few inches, maybe 10 centimeters, 10, 15 centimeters above your head. And see if in the palm of your hand or on the top of your head, you can feel any sensation, a warmth or coolness or tingling or magnetic feeling. If it's nothing at all, that's fine. It's either there or it's not. Bring your hand down and check with your left hand. Press down on the top of your head, lift it up a few inches and see if there's any kind of sensation. When the Mother Kundalini rises, she is like a cool breeze. She's soothing and peaceful and calming. And sometimes when she's clearing us out, when she's bringing us back into balance, she expels the heat or the heaviness from the top of our head. And bring our hands back down. And when we're ready, we can let our eyes open.
Thank you, Janvi. Keep noting down your thoughts, your experiences. We will discuss and share them towards the end of the meditation. Janvi will now explain the importance of three-step balancing technique, and we will actually do that three-step balancing technique. Over to you, Janvi.
Thanks, Rebecca. So I hope you all felt something, a bit of peace or some kind of sensation that you'd like to share or chat about later. In terms of what we actually do for meditation, so the meditation that we just did is an introduction to Saja Yoga. It's the first step to recognizing what it's all about. And as I explained, the 3 channels that we have, that they can sometimes go out of balance. So what happens in our day-to-day is we go out, we do work, or we go to school, or we do some activity, and we get heated up, and maybe we lose a bit of our cool, or we have a really hard and emotional day, and we come back at the end of the day and our head is full of thoughts. And we're like, well, how am I going to sleep now? So this balancing technique is a really great way to give yourself 10 minutes and bring all the things that you carried with you throughout the day, to let that wash away and bring yourself back to this centered state where you can continue without freaking out. So it's something that you can do at home. It doesn't need any props or anything, just a quiet space and just your own attention. So what we do in this technique is that we use the elements around us, the elements of nature, to balance out all the negativity that's stored in these channels, and ultimately bring us back into the center channel, which is the white channel on the chart that goes through all the chakras. This is the channel of the present, where we ideally want to be. It's quite hard to stay in this channel all the time, but you know, it's good to be ambitious. So I'll just explain the technique, and then again, we'll do it with our eyes closed and with a bit more focus. So the first thing we do is balance our left channel. Now, this left channel is kind of an emotional, sort of watery channel, and we use the earth element to ground it. We use the earth element to make it stronger and more resilient. So what we do is we keep our left hand open on our lap as before, and we put our right hand on the ground. If you're sitting on the ground, you can actually place it palm facing downwards. If you're on a chair, you can just let your hand drop towards the ground by your side. And here we ask the earth to draw away all the impurities and to bring us back into balance. Then we move on to balancing our right channel, and our right channel is more action oriented. It's kind of a bit fiery. So we use the air to cool it down, to draw all that heat away, draw all the agitation out. So what we do for that is we put our right hand on our lap, and our left hand, we bend our elbow and point our right hand towards the sky with our palm facing backwards. Sorry, point our left hand towards the sky with the palm facing backwards. And again, we ask the element to clear us out. So how about we try that while we're here? If we can just all close our eyes again, sit comfortably, adjust yourself so you're comfortable. Take your glasses off. Put your palms on your lap facing upwards. And when you're ready, just let your eyes close. We can take our attention back to the top of our head where we had it before. If it's too difficult to just find your way back to the top, you can use your right hand to press gently on the top of your head to bring your attention there, and then bring your hand back to your lap. The reason we do this is to draw our attention above our brain and beyond our thoughts. So now what we're going to do is we'll place our right hand on the ground, or pointing towards the ground. And here we're going to say, Mother Kundalini, please remove all the negativity, all the impurities from my left side, all the negative emotions, any anxiety or worry. Please remove it and let it be absorbed into the earth. Please bring my left side into balance. With our attention on the top of our head, we'll just give this a few minutes. Now we can bring our right hand back to our lap and point our left hand towards the sky with our palm facing back towards our shoulder. And here again, we're going to say an affirmation. Mother Kundalini, let all the heat from my right side, all the agitation and thinking, overthinking, be drawn out into the ether. Please make my right side cool and calm and balanced. Keep our attention on the top of our head and just let this work for a few minutes. Now you can bring both your hands to your lap, or if you're on the ground, you can place both your hands on the ground. And we're going to use our attention, bring our attention to where we're sitting and raise it along the center of our body up to the top of our head very slowly. Mother, please bring me into balance. Please help me meditate. Please show me how to meditate. Bring our attention to the top of our head. And again, if we get any thoughts, we can just say, I forgive these thoughts, and let them pass. At this point, again, take note of how you are inside. If your peace, if your calmness has deepened, if your thoughts have subsided further, or if there's anything special that stands out to you. What I want you to do is now rub your hands together, just very quickly, like brush them off against each other, and hold them out in front of you at the level of your heart. So with your big finger pointing away from your body. And here, just ask yourself, Mother Kundalini, please show me the condition of my subtle system. Take your attention to your hands and see if you can feel any sensations, like a warm or a cool. Maybe one hand is heavier or lighter, or there's some tingling or heaviness. Just take a quick note. If it's not there, that's fine. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So basically, when we check the condition of our subtle system, in the video where Shimataji was talking, she was explaining that your hands will speak. They won't literally start talking. What she means is that on your hands, you're able to see which side of your body is out of balance. So if your left hand is warm or heavy, then your left side is potentially out of balance. If your right hand is warm or heavy, then that side is out of balance. So when your Kundalini has risen and all your centers are in balance, then you feel a cool breeze on your hands and on the top of your head. And when it's not like that, then you use this balancing technique to bring yourself into that state of balance. So you can try at home when you come back from your day to check the condition of your subtle system, and you'll feel it different every time depending on how your day has been, if it's been more emotional or more, frenzied. And try the balancing and then check again and see if it's made a difference. And that's just one of the many ways to incorporate this meditation into your daily life. Over to you, Rebecca.
Thank you, Janvi, for that wonderful session. Please share your thoughts, feelings. Everybody's experiences will be unique. Some would have, as she mentioned, some would have felt a cool breeze or maybe tingling effects on your fingers, or maybe at the top of the head, warm or cool breeze. Some would have just felt peace and relaxation. Absolutely fine. Do share your thoughts, your experiences with us in the chat box. Thank you once again, Janvi, for the wonderful session. Let us express gratitude to the motherly energy which has helped to attain that peace and calm in this meditation session. So thank you, Mother Kundalini. Thank you again, Janvi. Let's have a minute of silence. There will be a question on the screen just to understand your feedback on the session today. Can I request you all to answer to that question? Thank you. Thank you all for your participation in the poll. This will help us to improve our sessions further. So now there's a question, how do we meditate at home? The 9-step self-realization technique was just to awaken the Kundalini energy within you. It's not necessary to do it every day, but the 3-step balancing technique, which Janvi mentioned, that is to clear our left channel and right channel and to be in the central channel, that to be in the present, that is all we need to do. Just a 5 to 10 minutes clearing our channels in the morning and in the evening, and obviously to be consistent would really help you to grow, understand your subtle system, and definitely the peace and relaxation and that motherly energy will guide you throughout the day. It will help you in all your walks of life. If you didn't understand, or probably if you have missed out any information, we do have a website. I'll share the website shortly. So there are some recorded sessions in there. So the recorded session will help you to the 9-step realization and 3-step balancing. So this is just the beginning, and we are here to help you all. So do attend our meetings and go through our website, understand the different techniques involved in it, and it will really help you to grow spiritually and bring in that peace and relaxation within you. The Zoom's link for all the sessions remain the same. As I mentioned earlier, we do have sessions during the week and in the weekend. I will share the website now. I'll also drop in the link in the chat box shortly. Second. So this is the website. I'll drop in the link in the chat box for everyone. Over here, you can see the Zoom link remains the same for all of the meeting. We do also have a WhatsApp group wherein we keep sharing the information about the different session which occurs during the week and the weekend. And we also, it will also help you all to get connected with us if you have any questions or maybe any information you need about Surge Yoga meditation. The WhatsApp will help you to, get connected to us. So I have dropped in the WhatsApp link in the chat box. I request everybody to join the WhatsApp group. This will really help you all. And in the website, if you didn't know when is the session, as you can see, every Saturday and Sunday, it's at 9:45 p.m. on Saturdays and 9:45 a.m. on Sundays. That's USA time. It's mentioned here. During the week, the sessions are conducted on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. That's at 6:45 p.m. on Tuesdays, 8:45 p.m. on Wednesdays, and on Thursdays it's at 8:45 p.m. So if you have any questions or you don't know when is it, do click on the WhatsApp link. We do share all the information on the WhatsApp as well. If you're not on the WhatsApp, you can go to our website and definitely you can join us on the required meditation session happening every week. Repeating it again, Surge Yoga meditation is free, and we are here. If many people all over the world, we have different centers. If you need any help in person or online, do contact us through email or maybe on the WhatsApp or go to our website. We are here to help you all. I hope everybody enjoyed the session today, and the floor is open. If you have any questions, do let us know. Hi, Janvi.
Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you. It's nice to meditate all together.
I know.
With so many people.
Yes. So, would you like to share your experience with Sahaj Yoga meditation so that?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a good 12 years for me. I think I was introduced to it by my parents who meditate regularly, and over time I stopped doing it because, I don't know, just life got in the way. And eventually I over my like high school and university, I developed a lot of anxiety, and it was quite a like big thing in my brain to get over this, anxiety, and I really wanted to help myself. So I remembered these meditation techniques and started going back to it, and it helped me so much to deal with it, to get past it, to learn how to be confident again. And the more I do it now, the more benefits I see every day, for myself and just for my life now. So that's why I've continued it for 12 years. And I think all of us come to get something out of it. It's quite rare that someone just stumbles upon it, unknowingly.
Exactly.
Everyone comes because they're searching for something, be it like a cure to something or just a moment of silence in your day. But the things that you do get out of it are unimaginable. And I think what I love most about it is that over time you learn all these techniques and you don't have to pay a cent for it. Like, you sort of can go home and do it. You know what you need for each particular day, and then over time you learn how to bring yourself back into balance from any situation. Yeah, it's
Exactly.
you kind of become your own doctor. So it's pretty
Exactly.
good.
It's good to hear your experience. Thank you, Janvi. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Cheria. If you have any questions, let us know. If not, we will end the meeting and we will see you next week, same time. Sure, John Smith. Welcome to Surge Yoga Meditation. Thank you,
My
Taylor.
pleasure.
Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Alicia.
Thank you everyone for attending.
Namaste, Janil. Thank you all. I hope to see you all next week.
Try this technique at home and see how you go, and feel free to ask us any questions from your experience throughout the week.
Thank you, Christina.
You can always send us a message on the WhatsApp group if you remember your questions later on.
Shane, this recorded session will not be in the website, but there are some standard recorded session in the website, which explains the same 9-step realization and the 3-step balancing technique. Yep. I'll just drop in the link again in the chat box.
In case if we want today's session, I have recorded it, so I'll put it on YouTube. Usually we host it live on Facebook, but there is some trouble today, so locally recorded. We'll load it on YouTube and share the link with people who might be interested. Yeah. Have you shared your email ID before? So it will be easy for us to communicate. Please share if you haven't, Shane.
Thank you, Bhaiya.
Yeah, Shane, with that, yeah, share your email ID directly with me as a host, or with everyone if it's okay. Either way, I'll send it to you guys after this session. There'll be email going out to the people who shared their email IDs, and it will have some information which will also include the recording to this today's session. Yeah.